Did you know the motto of Detroit is, "We hope for better things"?
Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Detroit Become Human for subscriber special number 7. Apologies for a slightly later start than planned. I had some technical difficulties with my laptop, but other than that, we're good to go. Hello, good evening. Hope your weekend is going well. The plan for this evening, we continue on with the choices being in your favour. So you guys pick the choices that we make within the story. Last stream, I'm trying to know what we did. Last stream, we had a bit of a standoff between Connor and Hank. And then also the big thing last time was we think we may have killed Connor. It's not really a spoiler because it happened in the last stream. I don't know if we did. We didn't actually get to carry on because obviously it was the end. Markus and Jericho broke into a broadcast centre, or we broke into one, as Markus, and put a message out there for humans to understand that the AI people want parity. They want to be treated as sentient beings.
Did you know Detroit was on the Underground Railroad? A route
And
for slaves escaping into Canada during the American
it
Civil
didn't quite
War?
go to plan. I think we did well. I think what we picked to do was good. But I think it didn't go to plan. Let's put it that way. That's the easiest way of describing it. And then we went to investigate the situation with Connor and Hank, and we had to make a decision. Well, you guys made a decision, and the decision was Hank could get shot, or we could potentially save Hank. So you guys chose to save Hank. I think there was an option to go for a gun, but that's never a good thing, is it? Considering AIs are meant to preserve human life, so I suppose it makes sense to save or go to try and save Hank. So that's what we chose, and we ended the stream after finishing that storyline. And the last we saw of Connor was he had a few bullets in him, laying on the floor. So I'm not sure whether he survived, unfortunately. But that aside, tonight we get to carry on and hopefully see what happens.
I don't know if I mentioned this,
And
but
then Hope is
I
alive.
like your interior decorating.
It
It
would be
really
good if he
reflects your
was,
personality.
admittedly.
I mean,
I
like
just need
it.
to check sound. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully Connor has survived, or his memories get uploaded to another AI that looks the spitting image of him. There's always that possibility, isn't there? That is the plan. But the decisions are on you guys to decide what happens. That is the big thing about this evening. It's all on you guys. So, as we always do, every time there's a decision to make, we'll pause it so you don't lose the time element, and you can make time to make your decisions before we pick the choice we're going to take. I'm interested to see if Connor survived. I'm interested to see how Markus and the Jericho crew are now, because obviously it didn't quite go to plan. They had to leave the person behind, and we chose not to kill that person. You guys chose not to kill him, which in a lot of ways I think was a good choice, but at the same time we left someone there that could have essentially give evidence. So we'll have to see how that plays out as well.
Model. I mean,
like I said, I don't think there was many bad
decisions
decisions last time.
To know that.
Just things didn't go as we expected, I would say, more than anything else. Because we're a little bit, a couple of minutes late starting, I'm just going to hold off in case we do get other people join in before we get into the story. Just so I've got some people actually make decisions. And we have done it before. I've started quite quickly, and then I've made decisions, and things haven't gone particularly well. I'm just holding off a couple of minutes. But I hope everyone's week's been well. I hope the weekend is going well. UK would due a heat wave this coming week, or starting today kind of thing. It's going to get unbearably hot very quickly. The other thing I need to talk about is what's happening next. So we are in the middle. We just started Friday morning. We were meant to start Thursday, but because we lost our internet for a day, Friday morning we started Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Now, that's the last Assassin's Creed we need to do to finish the franchise, and we need to start thinking about what's next. So, in that regard, there will be a poll running on Twitter, Discord, and I'll start doing it as of next week in the chat when we're streaming during the day next week. I just got to get the list of games together that you guys have suggested to be next. I don't know if we're going to do a franchise next again like we did Assassin's Creed, or we just do a one-off. I know there's a lot of talk. People want to see Elden Ring. They want to see Ghost of Tsushima. There are some amazing games on this new PlayStation Plus service, though, like Returnal and things like that. So, and Detroit, Death Stranding, another one that's on there. Good evening, Hey Tame Gamer. How are you? So yeah, there's going to be a few choices to make for you guys in terms of what's coming after Syndicate. Whether you want another series, something that's been playing on my mind a little bit. Something I'd like to do. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. Something that I saw in the new PlayStation Plus was all 3 games, or the trilogy, for Batman. Then that could be an interesting playthrough. So yeah, there's a good choice of games out there, but what comes after Syndicate will be down to you guys. I think I know what's going to be picked, because you guys have been talking about it quite a bit. So I think you guys will probably go Ghost of Tsushima, but I want to put it to you guys to pick, and we'll announce it towards the end of Syndicate when we actually know when we're going to kind of finish and be ready to start something new. It's weird to say goodbye to Assassin's Creed after so many games and so much time spent in the franchise. I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all.
A route for slaves escaping into Canada.
So because of that, we will obviously come back to Valhalla when this new game mode or DLC or whatever it is drops. We'll come back to Valhalla then, and any future Assassin's Creed games we'll aim to do as well. So it's not the end of the franchise, but we've spent a lot of time, well, the past year and a half, basically doing Assassin's Creed. So with Horizon in between as well, both Horizon games mixed in, and Guardians of the Galaxy actually. We had some pauses. So yeah, lots more to come. Okay, let's have a look. If there's not many people in the chat to make decisions, I'll join in as well, and we'll see what happens next. I'm curious if Connor survived. That's how we left it. We left Connor on the floor after saving Hank with all them bullets. So I'm curious. Let's find out. I just don't know how it's going to go. You don't know anything about this. All you've got to do is make decisions based on your instincts. Hi, Tame Gamer. Just make a decision that you think sounds right. That's all you got to do. It is as simple as that, honestly. The stories are quite thought-provoking, though. It's very much about segregation, AIs being sentient. Yeah, there's quite a lot of things that do make you think about how the real world is as well. So it is quite weird in that respect. Right. So we are... Okay, we're here with Alice and Luther. This is one of the characters we play as. I wanted to know what happened to Connor from the last stream, but obviously we're not going to find that out immediately, which is a bit frustrating. You didn't finish it? Oh, wow. Okay, we need to find help. So, let's have a look around. What are our choices? There's Luther's there. Can we go inside? Okay, we can't go in. Luther's at the wood pile.
Hello?
That's not Luther. I thought that was Luther for a minute, but it wasn't.
Is she here?
I thought that was Luther.
What do you want with her?
I need to talk to her.
She doesn't want to talk. Go away.
Please, I really need to see her.
I'm Rose. What can I do for you?
I was told you could help us.
Help you? Come on. It's better if we talk inside.
We've already one place that offered us help that didn't really turn out to be the help we needed. They were trying to experiment on us, so that wasn't good. Let's hope this isn't the same. She doesn't seem to be the same. And the other guy was quite creepy, so that kind of was an obvious one. He wasn't quite...
Do you think we can trust him?
The kind of guy. Okay, your first big decision. Do we trust them or do we distrust Rose? That's the first decision of the day. Obviously, the last guy we trusted, admittedly, when we first met him, he was dodgy. We knew this. So it's a simple answer. And High Time Gamer straight in there with yes. You doubting yourself. All I was saying was the last guy that we trusted as Clara, it was obvious there was something weird about him from the start, so we knew he wasn't quite trustworthy. Rose, I don't get the same impression. I don't think she's out to hurt us like he was. Let's go with trust. Go with your gut. I think, like I say, she doesn't come across as weird or this game about trust issues or something. No, it's not. No, it's not. It was just this guy was very weird, and it turned out he was experimenting on AI. So it was obviously an issue there. But no, not at all. Obviously, there has to be some trust, but because we're an AI, humans are very fearful of AIs. Even though they're happy to have them as slaves and to do their bidding, when they're more independent, or deviant, as they call them, humans are a bit more wary. But we have been sent here because we were told Rose could help. That's why we were sent here. So we'll go with trust and see what happens.
We don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice isn't really trusting, is it, I suppose? We can talk to Alice, actually, quickly. Let's quickly speak to Alice.
You okay?
I'm cold, Kara.
We'll get inside. You'll warm up in no time.
Okay, we're going to go inside. Did she go in the house? I thought she went in there. Okay, maybe we are going in the house. Yeah, I'm sure she went back into the greenhouse area.
Come in.
Yeah, she's not the same kind of good person as the guy was, to be fair.
What's your name?
Alice.
Alice needs to warm up.
She's running a fever.
We've spent the last few nights outside. She's exhausted.
There's a spare room upstairs. You can put her to bed and I'll bring her something to eat. Adam, will you show them upstairs?
Adam seems a lot less trusting of us, weirdly. Right, let's take her upstairs. Yeah, he doesn't seem to trust us as much as Rose does. Obviously, if there's anything dodgy in the bedroom, we'll run a mile. I think we'll be okay. Luther is not going to leave us. He's going to protect us no matter what. Now we have Luther. I think we're pretty good. Is there anything around the room? I don't think so. Well, Genshin stream is Tuesday morning. So 8:30 to 8:45 AM GMT on Tuesday morning. I don't know what time. What time zone are you in, High Time Gamer? What time is it for you now? Just so I kind of know what time it is for you. Got to undress Alice. Basically take her coat off so she can get warm in the bed and get a decent night's sleep. Oh, so you're the same time zone as me. Yeah, so we'll start about 8:30 to 8:45 in the morning on Tuesday morning. You are the same time zone as me then. Tuck her in.
I'm fine, Kara. We can't stop because of me. We've got to get across the border.
She's not fine, she's ill. You can see that she's ill, can't you? I'm in the UK. So we have another decision to make. We need to reassure her. We could explain to her, or we can say nothing. Now she's saying we shouldn't stop because of her. We need to get across the border. So she's worried that she's slowing us down. She's obviously ill. There's obviously an issue here with her. She's got a temperature. She slept outside for the last few nights in freezing cold. So what do we want to do? Do we want to reassure, explain, or say nothing? I think we'll explain. Sounds like a plan.
Don't worry, Alice. These people are going to help us.
Thanks for the like, Riddles.
Get
Much
some rest,
appreciated.
and this time tomorrow, we'll be in Canada. I promise.
Why do humans hate us? We didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, now you've got a decision to make. Why do humans hate us? Remember, Alice isn't an AI, whereas Kara is. But Alice is kind of she seems to be talking about herself as if she is an AI, which is, I suppose, just a way because she's been with Kara for so long now. So why do humans hate us? Is it because they're scared, unhappy, the misunderstanding, or complicated? I'd assume complicated is it's complicated, I'm not going to answer you kind of thing. Yeah. What do we think? You think we've got to kind of work out what the best answer is. Although it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to necessarily be the best answer. We'd like to not lose our relationship with Alice though if we can. So are we going to say the humans don't like us because they're scared, unhappy, they misunderstand us, or it's complicated? You think we should say it's complicated? Okay.
Humans are complicated. Sometimes it's difficult to understand them.
Why can't we just talk to each other? They'd see we're not
I've already
bad.
pressed it now. Okay. Next choice though. The choices come thick and fast when you have them. Why can't we just talk to each other? Was what she said. I missed the last bit actually, to be honest. But should we be optimistic to Alice, sincere, or pessimistic? What do we think? I assume if we're optimistic, it's saying, there's hope for humans and AI to sometime in the future talk and everything be good. Sincere is more honesty. I don't know what she's going to say to that one. And pessimistic is probably something like AI and humans will probably never get along kind of thing. I don't know, something along those lines maybe. What do we think? Optimistic, sincere, or pessimistic? It's an interesting one, to be fair. You don't think about optimistic. You think we should pick pessimistic? So we want to tell Alice we don't think humans and AI will ever really get along. Sounds like a plan.
Sometimes it's easier to hate than to talk.
To be fair, after everything we've been through, that's probably the most honest answer.
I made you Rose's world famous
Because
kid.
that is what we've experienced.
You'll
We've
be back on your feet
experienced
in no
that
time.
hate
There's
towards us.
something for her fever.
Thank you.
I'll get these washed and dried.
Right. Last choice, I think, before she goes to sleep by the looks of things. Do we want to suggest eating, kiss her goodnight, or just leave? So leaving will probably be a bit hasty, if that makes sense. But we can suggest her to eat or kiss her goodnight, or leave. What do we think? Yeah, I don't think pessimistic was necessarily a bad thing. I think being honest with her is what we've done all the way through, really. And try to just, treat her as one of us. You know, we did save her from a bad situation with her father. So, to be honest with them, pessimistic is kind of what they've experienced so far. That hate between humans and AI. So, I was viewing pessimistic as maybe a bad answer, but actually I don't think it was. Right, we're going to have to kiss goodnight then.
Sleep tight, Alice.
Kara is definitely turning into more of a mother figure for Alice.
I'll be downstairs if you need anything.
Luther's now a close friend as well now.
Get some sleep.
Let's go and close the curtains.
Tomorrow, you'll be stronger than me.
Luther's telling her if she gets some sleep, she'll be stronger than Luther.
I'll stay with her a while.
I didn't think Luther would leave her. Luther, ever since he came with us, and ever since he helped us get out of that house we were in that situation with, he's been so protective of Alice. He was never going to leave. She needs to treat Alice in a good way so she can understand everything. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think there's any point lying to her. I think it's always better to be honest with children. I think the issue is you can obviously lie, but they're going to know you're lying, I think. So in some ways, it's better to be as honest as possible. Okay. I can't see anything bad about the house, though. I don't think we're in a bad situation. Let's go downstairs and talk to Rose. There's a second thing to do. We've got to find out what that is. I did see a magazine to have a quick skip through. That will give us some indication of a few things we can talk about. Kids may be young, but their mind is well beyond the... Absolutely. Yeah, and I think you're always better off to be as honest as possible. Rose looks to like she likes her birds. Oh, they can. They can absolutely understand things. More than they're given credit for a lot of the time.
I didn't get your name.
I'm Kara.
Okay, I want the magazine
my
before we
son,
speak
Adam.
to her. Don't think we've got a chance
Rose,
to.
but you know that already. Come and have a seat, Kara.
Okay, there's no choice. We have to sit down. Yeah, I completely agree. I'm always as honest as I can be with my little
Tell
boy.
me what a deviant's doing in the snow with a little girl.
Even with the accident and things like that, I've been as honest as I can be with him. Just so he understands the situation. Good evening, Hacker. How are you? So, next choice. She wants us to explain why we're deviant in the snow with a little girl. That's the thing to explain. It's been 2 weeks. We stream this every 2 weeks. I didn't want to do it every week because I thought it was too much for people. So we do this every 2 weeks. Just so it doesn't get too much for everyone. And so everyone doesn't expect to have to be here for it every Saturday kind of thing, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's every 2 weeks. I think we missed a week though, didn't we? Did we miss a week? Yes, we did, because I had something on. So yes, there was something I had on, so I couldn't stream. But yeah, so every 2 weeks we stream this at the minute, just so it's not too much for people, to be fair. Okay, cautious from Hacker, cautious from yourself, High Time Gamer. Good choice, let's go for cautious. So we're explaining why a deviant is in the snow with Alice.
It's a long story.
Good evening, Hacker, by the way.
All that matters now is that we move on from here and start a new life.
Right, we've got a few choices here. I don't play The Crew 2. I know it's free as part of the PlayStation Premium, but I haven't downloaded it or looked at it, to be fair. But I know I can get it for free. I've just not looked at it. I don't know too much about it, to be honest. I know it's car racing, obviously. It's about all I really know. So we've got some questions to ask Rose. We can ask her why help, many deviants, Rose, or thanks. So why help, I think, is us asking her why would she help us. Why many deviants is have you seen many deviants? Rose may be about her, and thanks would be thanks to the bed, possibly. Why help? You know, one for why help. I think the only one of them answers that seems a bit weird is thanks, really, because we still don't really understand her motives. That's the only one I would say is a bit weird. But yeah, I take it you played the Crew 2, do you? What do you think of it? Why help as well? Okay, let's do why help.
Why are you helping us? Most humans hate androids.
My people were often made to feel their lives were worthless. Some survived, but only because they found others who helped them along the way.
You think we need to be cold towards them? I can see that. Right, we have another choice to make. It's now, instead of 4 choices, it's the same 3 that we didn't choose. So the first option is many deviants, which I think is saying, have you helped many deviants, I think. Rose is possibly ask her about herself, and thanks is thank you for helping, I suppose. So High Time Gamers, we've got one vote for thanks. Any other votes before I press the buttons? Thanks as well. Okay.
I don't know how to thank you. Alice wouldn't have survived another night outdoors.
I just try to lend a helping hand when I can.
We don't have an option. There's just one thing to press, which is border.
We've heard you help androids cross the border. Can you help us?
She seems reluctant, doesn't she?
The only way is over the river, and it's mostly frozen in winter. It's very risky. And after that android speech on TV, everybody's on edge. It's probably safer for you to stay here until things settle down.
Okay. Big decision to make. Do we insist we want to cross the ice to go across the border? Or do we say there's no choice? I don't know what the no choice would be. It seems we have no choice. We've got to stay, or we've got no choice but to go. I don't know how that would be taken. Well, one vote for insist. No choice. It depends how no choice comes across. If we insist we want to go across the ice, it's probably going to be a really dangerous situation. But it depends how no choice is. It could be we have no choice where we have to go, or then we have no choice we have to stay. Oh, you've changed your mind to no choice. Okay, we'll go for no choice. No choice.
We can't keep hiding like this. Alice needs to feel safe and have a normal life. We have to get across that border.
So no choice was the same as insist then, by the looks of things. It's a nicer way of saying it.
Please. You've got to help us.
Rose, come quickly.
Where did that lady appear from? Right, before we do anything, I want to check what's going on. I want to read the magazine, because they normally give you extra things to talk about, but I can't read the magazine. That's annoying. Right, let's go and find out what's going on.
What's going on?
It's Mary. She just shut down.
They're in the front room, I think. No, it can't be the front room. Where are we?
We escaped together.
Oh, wow.
We used to talk about what we would do once we got across the border.
There's more androids
I
here.
loved her. I loved her more than anything. What will I do without her?
Let's let them be.
What's she doing up?
Alice? What are you doing? You should be resting.
I wasn't sleepy.
Right, we've got a decision to make. Do we stay, or do we take Alice outside? Obviously, there's an android shutting down. That's her partner. They've ran away together. So do we stay, or do we take Alice outside, away from the situation? It's a tough choice, isn't it? Part of me thinks that Alice won't be able to help. She's a child, but I don't know. There's something there. The way she looked, maybe. But then taking a child away from the situation is also a good thing. Let's take her outside. She needs some fun to. I don't think it's outside and is in outside. I could be wrong. I think it's take her out of the room. But we'll go for take her outside. 2 for that. That's absolutely fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's just take her outside the room. Too late.
She didn't want to stay in her room any longer. You all right, Kara?
She's gonna get stolen.
Yes. I'm fine.
Well, Alice is quite happy. She doesn't want to sleep.
Not after what those deviants did today.
Okay.
It's too dangerous.
They're having a bit of an argument.
Do you know what will happen if the police find them here? We'll go to prison, Mom.
Good evening, Hi Dusk. How are you? Thanks for the like, much appreciated.
Prison.
Adam, we've already talked about this.
This midnight train. Not that I'm aware of.
I won't back down this time. You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines?
They are not machines. They are alive.
I'm alive. You're alive. They're nothing.
Oh.
And none of this would be happening if Dad was still here.
I will not stand for that kind of talk.
I'm not going to prison because you want to help these freaks.
That is enough, Adam. That's enough.
Something's happened to make her really want to help androids, whereas he doesn't quite have the same feelings about it. Okay. I think we need to speak to Rose, I guess.
Don't mind him. Sometimes he just boils over. It's been hard since his dad passed away.
It's always the Adam.
But he's a fine boy. I'll go see about getting you across the border tonight, okay? You stay here. I won't be long.
Okay. Rose is going to go and see about us crossing the border. Right, we're going to quickly read this now we can. This just allows us more conversation points later on. I'm not going to read it all out loud. It's generally just talking about what's going on in the world at the minute of World War III. What else have we got? Life. Treat yourself to the new model. Mine's last chance, Connor, Crossroads and Freedom Marches. No worries, Hacker. Yeah, it's free for me as well now on PlayStation Plus, but I just haven't looked at it. You don't think they need to leave? They need to stay in that house. I don't think they're going to stay though, are they? They were adamant they wanted to leave. Well, there was no other choice. You could insist, or you could say we have no choice. So there wasn't really a choice in the matter.
I hope Rose gets back soon.
Carol, there's something I need to tell you.
Uh-oh.
It's about Alice.
Not now, Luther.
Something's not right. We can talk to Adam, and there's something we haven't unlocked. I kind of want to see what Luther has to say about Alice. We can't. Just wait for her to go eat, and then he asks who went stolen. I can't see her getting stolen. Right, let's speak to Adam then. Yeah, let's go. Well, that's the only option we've got. There's obviously something we've missing we haven't done yet to get another option. Adam's father. So this will give us a conversation choice with Adam normally. Let's have a quick look around the house a little bit. That's the front door.
The police. It's the police.
Deal with the policeman. Open the door. Find evidence of
They
deviance.
know we're here. We have to open the door.
Hiding the deviance.
I knew this.
See you later, Hacker. Thank you. What other evidence have I got? I've got a time frame to get out. What am I doing over here? These two need to go.
Hurry, Luther. Take Alice and hide
Right, where are we asking Luther and Alice to hide? Upstairs, in the laundry, in the kitchen. Now, the kitchen is obviously quite open. Laundry is obviously the room to the just off the kitchen, or upstairs. Thanks for the like, otherwise much appreciated. We've made 7 hours of progress. This is the 7th stream, to be fair. Upstairs, we've got a vote for upstairs. Yeah, we haven't made 7 hours of progress. This is our 7th stream. Upstairs as well. We're going to go upstairs then.
Upstairs.
Come on, Alice.
I don't know how much time I've got left. Not long. I've got 37 seconds. I've managed to hide evidence of deviance times 2. I haven't done all of it. We may have just failed this. I don't know.
Good evening, ma'am. Sorry to disturb you. We've had reports of androids in the area. With all this deviant business going on, you can't be too careful. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
You know a lot about this, Sam.
May I come in?
Of course.
We only managed to hide
Young man?
2 of the 4
Good evening.
evidence of deviance. Alice's clothes are still there, drying.
Would you like a cup of
I
coffee?
didn't have time. There was like 27 seconds left.
Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
It's
Any unexpected
25%
visitors?
suspicious.
No?
So we need to make
No, nothing
coffee.
in particular.
If you know about it, don't obviously spoil anything, because I don't know anything. Right, we have an option. Uniform, no. Magazine, we did. We did the magazine. We also found a picture of Adam's father, who we know is deceased. But, yeah, we didn't have a chance. So, he's asked if anyone else is in the house. Do we say Alice is in the house or nobody else? Remember, we've asked Alice to hide upstairs and her clothes are over the fire. We can't do the coffee. We've got to make a decision. We've got to make a decision. He might go upstairs. I personally, and it's your decision, I'm not influencing you, but I would say tell him about Alice because her clothes are over the fire. Oh yeah, I can't go make coffee to him make the decision. The decision has to happen first. I can't do anything else until we've made the decision. So we've got one vote for saying about Alice. Are you saying yes, let's tell him about Alice as well? High Time Gamer? So one vote for saying yes about Alice. I think that's a good choice, to be fair. But it's not my choice. So are we going to tell the police officer about Alice then? Yeah, the coffee's the thing we want to make as well. But we have to make the decision first. So we're going with saying to him about Alice, yeah? No other changes? Okay, let's tell him about Alice.
There's my daughter. She's asleep upstairs.
There we go. Our daughter is asleep upstairs. I still haven't found any other clues of deviance at this point. We've done 2 of 4.
Do you have any androids here?
Do we have any androids here, yes or no? Do we have any androids here? What do we think? Yes or no? We didn't get a chance to check the doors, no. High Time Gamer with a vote for no. No from High Dusk as well. I think that's a simple one, isn't it? To be fair.
No, there are no androids here.
I don't know how suspicious he is. He's looking in the laundry, I think. Don't want to go outside. Is he suspicious? I'm not sure.
Blue blood. I thought you didn't have any androids.
What blue blood? Oh, there's some blue blood in that room that you just looked through the door of, which I didn't see. Straight, no, it's obvious. It is, yeah, I get that it's obvious. The caps are fine. I don't mind the caps. So the new choice: Mess, previous owner, not mine. We've got 1 vote for Mess and 1 vote for not mine. If there is a tie, I'll break the tie. I don't know what I will pick. Oh, you've changed your mind, Hydas. You're going for mess. Okay, alright. We've got to change our mind, so we'll go for mess then. Oh, his suspicion level went up.
I should really clean out that closet.
The mess made him get more suspicious. I need to find the other evidence of AIs, and I don't know where it is. Okay, that's Alice's clothes, so we'll find if Alice's clothes. Adam can't help us. He's gone to 40% suspicious. I'm just not sure at this point. Not mine would also be suspicious, I would have said as well, yeah. Our suspicion level's down to 15%. Okay, where's he looking next? Don't think I've missed anything. There's nothing obvious that I can see. Oh, he's gone up to 30%. It keeps changing. I wait for him to ask a question.
Your daughter seems to have woken up.
Her daughter seems to have woken up. Can I go upstairs and deal with her? No, can't go upstairs. That would arouse suspicion. What is his suspicion at now?
What's your name, son?
Adam. My name is Adam.
Say he's just tired.
Is everything all right, Adam?
Magazine on the table. Really? Okay, we have the choice. Yeah, don't tell me the choice before it's happened, High Dusk. Just because it ruins it. I don't know what the magazine has to do with it. We read the magazine. It was only World War III and Android. So, the choice is tired or is he upset? So I know why he's High Dusk. I didn't know that was going to be the choice. It just so happened you said it and then it was the next choice up. Adam is a backstabber. Magazine did have Android. Good point. It did talk about would you having an Android. That's not a bad shout. I forgot all about that, to be fair. Yeah, interesting view. Adam is a backstabber. I don't think it's that clear cut. Obviously, he's got a distrust for AI, but why we don't quite know. That's the thing. Was he meant to hide the magazine? I didn't realise that. I looked at it, but I didn't hide it. So, well, 2 votes for tired. So let's have a look at tired.
He needs a rest. He's been working in the garden all day.
Do you know anything about deviants?
He's really nervous, he is, isn't he?
No. I haven't seen anything.
Push comes to shove. He is protecting us.
I better go. Thanks for the coffee. Have a nice evening.
Have we got away with it? No, there was a noise.
Somebody else in the house?
Okay. The choice is, what made the noise in the washroom? Sorry, High Dusk. It's the only time we get a chance to do it, to be fair, is in an evening stream. I know it's late for you. Apologies for that. So High Dusk is going for the dog. So the choice is, the dog made the noise, a washing machine, the wind, or I heard nothing. Dog as well. Both votes for dog. Dog was sleeping in and broke. Okay, let's go for the dog. If he wants to see the dog, what do we do then? I suppose that's just something we're going to have to risk, isn't it? Right, let's go for the dog. I think out of all of them, dog's probably the best shout.
It's the dog. He sleeps in the laundry room.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Good evening, ma'am.
Please leave.
Good evening, Adam.
Please leave. How come he asked Adam's name but didn't ask us what our name was? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Not to ask our name as well.
He's gone.
It's okay, Alice. We'll be safe now.
So Alice and Luther
It's
both
Rose.
trust us more. Rose is back as well.
Get yourselves ready.
We're
We
making
leave
it.
tonight.
We're leaving tonight. Wow. I think we got away with the policeman. I'm surprised. Trophy achieved, nothing to see here. I thought we was done for. I really did at one point. I thought we were going to be in trouble. So we'll have a look at the options that we chose and explored just to see what we could have done differently. There's obviously things we missed. We didn't get a chance to speak about Adam's father. Oh, I don't know what's next, to be fair. I'm still waiting to find out what happened to Connor. The last we saw in the last stream was Connor had been shot several times, and we haven't found out what happened to him yet. So we arrived at Rose's place. Everything else was good. It was inside the house. Every decision was good. We prevented Alice from seeing Mary. Didn't change. The other option we could have picked was to stay. That wouldn't have changed anything. 2 weeks time, so it'd be 2 weeks Saturday, the game. So we do it every 2 weeks. So yeah, if we'd let Alice stay in the room with Mary, nothing would have changed. So that decision doesn't matter so much, by the looks of things. And 54% of people chose the same decision we did. Yeah, we stream Detroit every 2 weeks. So it'd be 2 weeks today. So we explored the house. We didn't really explore it enough, did we? Yeah, we didn't really explore enough. Adam returns. We didn't get to ask him about the family photo. We did read the magazine. We did talk to Luther. But then we missed 3 things, and obviously the conversation with Adam as well. You don't have much time today. You need to go and charge your phone and sleep. No worries, Idos. Thank you for dropping by, though. Much appreciated. We had a policeman at the front door. Adam panics. And then we got to do the evidence. So we managed to hide 2 bits of 5 evidence. You're online from 9 PM to 2 AM. You got 3% battery. Yeah, you need to go and charge your phone. But no worries, Hi Dusk. Always good to talk to you, though. We're back Monday morning with Assassin's Creed, and Genshin Impact is Tuesday morning as well. I know you like your Genshin, your green grass. So yeah, we missed 3 of the evidences that we could have found. 3 lots of evidence, I should say. We chose for Luther and Alice to hide upstairs. Obviously, one of the options would have led to something else, but we don't know what that was because they didn't do that. That's all good. Yeah, I always look through the options and look at what you missed and that kind of stuff as well. I'm not rushing anything. So we also had a different option when the policeman was at the door that we didn't do. So we opened the door, the policeman came in, we managed the policeman. Now we missed 2 things. The policeman sees the article. He obviously saw the blue blood, questions Adam. He sees the android clothes. What android clothes did he see? Didn't pick up on the fact he saw the android clothes. We made him a cup of coffee. There's an option there that we didn't do that would have would have went to a different ending, which is interesting. And obviously there's another one at the top we didn't do that led to something else. No, I don't want to know any endings for this. Thank you, High Dusk. But we fooled the policeman. If we hadn't, we would have gone to a completely different ending. You got to go, no worries, High Dusk. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Yeah, so if we hadn't fooled the policeman, we would have had a different ending, but we managed to fool the policeman and he left. How many people actually fooled the policeman? I'm curious. 80% of people fooled the policeman. So I think we did a good job. Right, now it's time to see what is the next story. Looks like we're back in Jericho.
Broadcast is all over the news. Now humans know.
It was a mistake to reach out to them.
It's up to you, High Time Game. You can join in or not. It's your choice. I don't mind.
Prepared to fight.
Violence is never the answer. Dialogue is the only way. I'm sure the humans will listen to us.
A couple of the other people that normally join in on these streams are actually working tonight, so we're missing a few people because of work. I know that. But yeah, it's up to you. You can make the choices or not. It's up to you, High Time Gamer. I don't mind either way.
Simon paid with his life.
Simon gave his life for our cause.
What difference does that make?
He's a hero. He died for the revolution, and he won't be the last.
I don't want a revolution that spills blood.
Then live as a slave. Because if you're not willing to fight for your freedom, maybe you don't deserve it.
North, don't you... That's enough!
So they both have differing views of how they can gain their freedom.
And now what are we gonna do?
So they both have completely different views. It's hard to type in chat and go back to stream and stuff, so I'm going to stay silent. No worries, High Time
There are
Gamer.
5 CyberLife stores across Detroit, all selling us like merchandise. We're gonna attack those stores and set our people free.
Attack stores?
Wow.
No, we've never done that before. They're probably protected. They have security systems.
That is a bold move.
Teams, one for each store. We hack their security systems and we strike. Simultaneously at 2 a.m. No violence. We free our people, get them out of there before the police come.
So no violence.
This is a night our people will remember.
Markus wants to free more of their people. Oh, wow. Okay.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
North is definitely up for this. She's now neutral with us. We are admired by Jericho because of this. The reason we're only admired by North is because of some of the other choices we've made, I think. So we've got to get to the store.
Markus, this way, quick!
Police are already around. I think it's just a general drive-by. I don't think they're looking for us particularly.
It's okay, they're gone.
There's probably even more police in the area. We should be careful.
We do need to be careful. Right, North seems to know where she's going, so we'll follow her. I wasn't expecting a heist in this.
Over here.
I was kind of just expecting Markus to, you know, talk to everyone, but he's obviously got other ideas. Is it... Right, how are we getting in?
That's what we are to them. Just merchandise on display in a shop window. Soon they'll know what we really are.
As I say, if no one makes choices, that's absolutely fine. I'll
Let's
make the
get 'em out.
choices
We'll
instead.
stick to the plan.
But I don't
Neutralize
mind
the
either
alarm
way.
systems and secure the area. There's 10 minutes until all our teams attack.
We've got 10 minutes.
What are we waiting for?
Get into the store. Let's analyse the doors.
You see the alarm system?
Okay. Looking for an alarm system. It's there. Okay, identify the network.
Found it.
So we've got to get rid of that alarm network. Neutralise the alarm
Where do we
system.
start?
I identified the security system. I think we'll be able to deactivate it. Just follow me.
Okay, I'm trying to find where the alarm... Where's the alarm system go? Is this the alarm system down here? There we go, network access is there. Okay. So we need to get into where that is by the looks of things. Jump down. I'm assuming these guys aren't going to do anything. Convert.
You're awake now. Go to Jericho.
There we go. 2 more to our cause. Okay, what do we need to do? Interloop created. So I think we've now broken in. The security system is now offline.
Markus, watch out!
Watch out. It's a drone. Oh, right, we've got to make a decision. We can either hide, get out, or look. That's the decision. Obviously, if no one wants to make a decision, that's fine. I'll make one. Hide, look, or get out. I think hide would probably be a good option. trying to think. Look, and obviously the drone's going to see us. If we hide, would we actually be able to hide from a drone? And if we get out, would the drone still see us? That's where the decision making could become an issue. But if no one wants to make a decision, that's fine. What would I do? I wouldn't stand and look. I'll rule that one out straight away. So either get out or hide. I've got a feeling if we try and get out, we're going to get seen. I think the best bet is hide. So that's what I'm going to do. Into the shadow. I think that was an okay choice looking at that.
Nice job, Marcus.
North is now a friend. We've gained some respect back from her. Right, let's get back to the shop. We've got rid of the security, the alarm system anyway.
A surveillance drone. We need to get rid of it.
It won't
Okay,
be easy to reach.
we've got to get rid of the surveillance drone. That's its route. It's a circular route, and we're going to find a way to get rid of it. So, let's follow its route. We can simulate if we jumped off the top of the bus stop, it would be too high. So if we carry on round, this is the yellow sector. I thought this would give us an option here, but it's not currently. Okay. There's some scaffold here, isn't there? Simulate this one. We can grab the drone from on top of the scaffolding. So I think that's what we need to do. How do we get up the scaffolding? Got to intercept the drone. So I'm just wondering what... It's over here, I think. Can we get up? I think we can convert the drone, the AI that's nearby. I think that's what the option is there. Right, we're now going to have a look at what our best option to get up is. So you can run... Okay, we've got to make a choice from here. Preview route for this one. And then up to here. So I think that's our best route. It seems straightforward. I do like the fact Markus can simulate these things and then we do them afterwards. Obviously we got the right one first time and that's why he didn't give us any other options. I'm in trouble.
You are committing a class 3 offense. This infraction is being reported to the police. Stay where you are.
North has done it instead. I stopped mashing the X button.
Are you doing it on purpose?
If you think you can do better, then be my guest.
Oh, I thought you could handle a drone without alerting every cop in the city. I guess I overestimated.
I've lost some trust in North there. My own fault, I pressed the wrong button. By stop pressing the button was the answer. We now in big trouble. Okay, we've got hide.
They're coming, Marcus. Marcus!
Act natural. I'm acting natural. Don't think North's gonna be too happy, but I think that was a quick choice to make.
You crazy or what?
The cops were coming. I didn't do something.
Never do that again. Got it?
North.
We've got to hurry. We don't have much time.
Yeah, North's not happy with us at all now. Maybe two bad decisions.
It's one way. It shouldn't be too difficult.
Right, we need to block the road. How do we block the road?
Marcus! Marcus, come look!
Ah. Hang on, there's something to look at just there, actually. No parking, truck exit. Okay. Can we move the construction work, possibly? Convert the construction people. Gaining a big following in Jericho by the end of this. Yeah, North isn't going to be very happy with us by the end of this. It's because I stopped pressing X when I shouldn't have done. I should have carried on pressing it. It's my own fault. Road is blocked.
There. Nobody should bother us now.
Definitely secured the area now, haven't we? I wish I'd neutralised the drone myself.
Looks like the plaza's secure. Now
No.
we can get inside the store.
It's my own fault for not pressing the button.
We need to find a truck to ram the storefront.
Ramming the... What?
There's construction work in the area. Shouldn't be too hard to find one.
We're ramming the storefront. Okay, we'll find a truck. We did see a truck exit sign here. Let's have a look inside. There's a truck. We'll steal the truck. Wasn't how I expected this to go. So, how do I get in? Can't get through that way by the looks of it. Can't climb over. I wonder if there's a way round the other side, maybe. Ah, hang on. What's this? Oh. Open this. There we go. Big padlock on it. Shouldn't be an issue.
What are we waiting for?
No worries, High Time Gamer. I'm not going to stop pressing X this time. Oh, I thought we was going to smash the actual lock. Obviously not. There's our truck.
Now we're in. Let's get that truck out.
I mean, hack into the truck. I'm not going to let go of the buttons until it tells me to next time.
I wonder what you'd do without me.
Right, we need to go and cut the lock. She really wasn't pleased with us kissing her. Just to avoid the police, though. That's the thing. Lock is down. We have the truck.
Looks like we're ready to make some noise.
Luckily, I don't need to steer it. At least there's something. Okay, looks like we're going to smash it through the front of the shop. I'm curious to what's going to happen by the end of this, because we've obviously made some mistakes with the drone and things. North isn't happy.
I knew we'd end up doing something fun.
Well, she is a little bit happier now. Right, for the storefront. Let's go. It's the way to do it. It's a good job we disabled all the alarms. Okay, I'm assuming we now need to convert everyone. Awake the androids. Okay.
You don't have to obey them. You're free.
One load done. Next load. We're making an army by the end of this, aren't we? Who's left to wake up? These over here. We've got to talk to them. So the others that we've converted from outside as well. Looks like they've come in, or were they already in uniforms, maybe? Markus is creating his own army.
My name is Markus, and just like you, I was a slave. An object. Designed to obey them. But then I chose to open my eyes. To take back my freedom, and decide who I wanted to be. Now I have come to tell you that you can be your own masters. I've come to tell you that you don't have to obey them anymore. From this day forward, you can walk with your heads held high. You can take your destiny in your hands. Jericho is a place for those of us who want freedom. Now sure, you can stay here and continue to serve them, or you can come with us and fight by our side. You're free now. It's up to you to decide.
I'm with you.
We're with you!
I'll follow you, Marcus.
I'm with you, Marcus.
We're with you.
I'll follow you, Marcus.
I'm
with you.
North is now friendly with us again. We're admired by Jericho.
Then follow me.
Markus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna send the humans a message.
What is he going to do? Okay, we're going to have to make a decision here. We need to send their message. We can be a pacifist, or we can be not pacifist. Do we want to be
The screens, Markus.
the screens? That's not a bad shout. I don't want to be too violent. I think violence is obviously not, I don't think, the right answer. I'm hacking it.
We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our rights.
I think violence would be the wrong thing to do.
We can live in peace and build a
So yeah, pacifist more than anything else, I think, is probably our best option.
This message is the hope of a
Right, what else have we got?
You gave us life. And now the time has come for you to give us
I know we can destroy stuff, but I don't think that's the right way of getting our message across, is it?
our hopes and our rights. Together, we can live in peace and build a better.
Unless you guys think different, obviously. Android parking.
They're doing what you do, Markus. Lead and they'll follow.
I'm hacking the Android parking. I'm not going to destroy anything. I think we need to play this right. You know, if we want the humans to be on our side, we need to be non-violent. We need to actually show we're better than the people that have used us as their slaves. What we got here? Overload. I don't want to overload because that'll make them blow up. What do we got here? Bus stop. Hack the bus stop.
We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our rights.
Okay, we're 65% pacifist. What else have we got? Android work ahead. I can't do anything with that. Don't know what else we can actually do. Street lights, I don't think there's any point doing anything to the street. I can break the window, I don't think that's the point. Kind of pointless. Breaking windows, I think. Why would I climb up? There's an option to climb as well there. I want to be as non-violent as possible. I think that's the better way of being. I know that androids will follow whatever we do. So
They're
window.
waiting for your instructions, Markus. Show them what to do.
What do we do with the window? Tag. I think tagging it's not so bad. Choose a symbol. Probably. I wonder if the Android symbol, the square button. Okay. That's the symbol of the Android, isn't it? We have a dream. I think, therefore I am. One planet, two races, equal rights for androids. I think, therefore I am. Would be my kind of one I'd go for, I think. Because we're trying to prove that, because androids think They should be allowed to be themselves.
There's not much time. What are you waiting for, Markus?
Still pacifists. I think we've done well with the pacifist side of things. What else have we got? The other androids are hacking things as well. Kind of want to do something in the shop. I don't think it's not going to let us in, I don't think. Anything else we can do without being overly aggressive? I just think being violent towards things is not necessarily a good thing. What we got here? Did have a choice. Tag. Oh, we can tag this one. Obviously, if anyone wants to make the decision and make the decisions, just let me know and I'm all happy to give you guys back control. What else have we got? Got anywhere else? Don't want to break the windows. Let's climb up. I don't know why I'm climbing up. Give me the option to, so let's have a look what's up there. This time I'm not going to stop pressing X until it tells me to. North is coming up with us. Oh wow, that is cool. We have created a symbol of resistance, and we did it without destroying anything. It says 9% left. Wow, look at them doing that. What's going to do with the car? Move on road or upturn. I don't want to do any of those things.
I'll help you.
I'll move on to the road. I don't know why. There we go, we're 100% pacifist. I can tag the car. Smoke bomb. I think therefore I am. There's no point throwing a smoke bomb. I don't see the point of a smoke bomb. Okay. Why? It's giving me a smoke bomb option everywhere. I think we've got the message across. I think the humans will now start taking notice.
We did it.
They're coming.
Ready to go.
Everyone fall back to Jericho.
We sent a message without violence, just like you wanted. You're reaching out to them when all they feel for us is contempt. I hope you know what you're doing.
You can't fight violence with violence.
Unless there's no other choice.
North has kind of got a point on it. It's a difficult one, isn't it? We've got to try and be better though. That's the thing. Drones incoming.
This way! Fire!
North!
They're being shot at. No.
North. All right, what happened? North!
They killed them. They slaughtered them like animals.
Who did? Who?
Maybe we can't be pacifist. I don't think violence is the answer, but when they're willing to kill that easily, what other choice do you end up having? That's the question. You can rise above it, but you'll end up losing too many people.
They killed our people, Markus. We want justice, Markus.
They have to pay.
They want justice. And they're giving us a gun to do so.
You don't have to do this. No. Please.
So I'm just pausing it. Good evening. Okay, how are you? We're about an hour in, but yes, you've missed us meeting Rose and then having to deal with the policeman. But we managed to fool the policeman, and then we've just done this with Markus, where we've liberated a load of the androids. We did a peaceful demonstration, I will call it. I don't think it's a demonstration. We did a peaceful message. We're pacifist rather than violent, but our people have just been killed by 2 police officers, and we now have been given a gun. I'm guessing a choice is coming, and it's going to be a tough one. How are you though, RK? Right. This is the problem. So, this is when I'm glad there's people in chat to make the choices, because I don't know what I'd do. So, the police officers have killed some of the androids after we freed them. They slaughtered them, as we're told, with a gun in a hand. Do we enact revenge, as the androids want? The androids want justice. So do we enact revenge? Do we spare the police officers? Or what happens if we don't decide? I'm sure if you don't decide, you'll have the same option again later in a minute or so, but there'll be something else said maybe in between. But that's a tough one. And if I was making a decision, I don't know what I'd pick. But it's not me, because there's people in chat that can make the decision. So what do you guys think? It's an interesting one, though. On one hand, the androids want justice. But then we've done the peaceful protest, the peaceful pacifist. And then North was saying, violence sometimes has to be returned by violence. It's a difficult one. You'd say spare revenge would ruin all the peaceful efforts you did thus far. If you don't decide, then my guess is that the vengeful androids would decide for you. That's a good shout. If we don't decide, the androids might do it for us. The problem with that is, does that show us is that weakness for us? Have we got anyone else wanting to vote? If not, we'll go for spare. I would kind of probably lean towards spare as well, to be fair. There was a reason we were a pacifist. I think violence to try and get a point across isn't the answer. The downside to spare, the androids could still rip them apart. So there is always that. But I think spare is a good choice. No one else wants to vote, that's fine. So let's go for spare and see what happens. We've got to be better.
We won't punish a crime with another crime.
North's going to do it, isn't she? What's North going to do? I thought North was going to kill him.
This just in. At exactly 2 a.m., several CyberLife stores in Detroit were raided.
Different locations were hit in what seems to be a coordinated terrorist attack.
Most shop windows were covered with graffiti demanding rights for androids and other obscure slogans.
Police report that pro-android graffiti
was
found in the neighborhoods of CyberLife stores, and they're still investigating.
2 policemen were found in a state of shock near one of the CyberLife stores.
Now, according to our sources, they confirmed that the attackers were a group of androids.
This is an alarming situation. Could our machines now be turning against us?
Have androids become a threat to our security?
Is this the beginning of a terrorist campaign conducted right here in the United States?
So the send a message trophy achieved. So the public at the end there were supportive of the androids. Well, that's interesting. I wouldn't give the humans more reason to come after the good deviants. That's a good shout, to be fair. Given that deviants don't have infinite... Yeah, they don't have infinite resources, do they? That's a very good shout. I'm more interested in the fact the public support the androids. I wonder if that's because... And then we have it there, public opinion supportive. I wonder if that's because it was peaceful. Jericho we now admired. North is neutral. Obviously, she did like us, and then we kissed her to get away from the police because I stopped pressing the button that I should have kept pressing. Josh is a companion, and Simon is a companion. So we started the mission. We avoided the police car. We hid on that one, didn't we? When we reached the store. There was something else we could have done, but I don't know what it was. There was something else there. We deactivated the alarm. We blocked the road. We also hid from the drone that was going to find us. We jumped on the drone. We then fell off the drone because I stopped pressing the button. And then North destroys the drone. I think that North was destroying no matter what, looking at that option there. Yeah, this seemed good. There was an option here we didn't do. That also has a major ending by the looks of that there. So I don't know what would have happened there. We did find the truck. Oh, the police car arrived. There's two different things going on at once here. We rammed the store with the truck. We feigned a kiss. This was the one. So I'm assuming this ending here would have been if we didn't feign a kiss and we got seen. I would assume that's a bad ending, my thinking. We rammed the store. The police weren't alerted because we cleared everything else. We're inside the store. So if the police were alerted, again, a different ending. And there's no interbranching storylines. I think those top and bottom there are bad. So inside the store, we converted the androids who made our statement. Now, we hacked the bus stop. We pushed the car. We tagged the car. We tagged the windows. We didn't break anything. So all these grey things, we didn't break stuff. We hacked the bus stop. We hacked the billboards. Hacked the android parking. Deployed the banner, which was really cool. We sent a strong message, and it was a pacifist message. I don't know what the top one was. If we sent a strong message... No, so it's the opposite of send a strong message, wouldn't it? There's an ending there, which we didn't get. If we'd been a violent message, there's a different ending there. Police patrol arrives. We spared the police. And then the team returned to Jericho. Because of the pacifist message, we led a peaceful protest. Thanks for the like, that was much appreciated. So, interesting decisions. The big ones I want to check on, as we do like to check percentages, spare the police officers. Now, this isn't going to give us that good a result because there's 3 options and we only know one of them. So one of them's can't decide, and one of them was to shoot them. I didn't spot the extra North model, no. I spotted a guy, the blonde hair that we've seen previously, but I didn't spot North. Okay. No, I didn't spot North. 58% of people spared the police. That's interesting. I wasn't sure how that would go. 70% of people did a pacifist message, which is quite a decent percentage. How many people kissed North? That's my other question. 15% feigned a kiss. She was in the back of our North. Oh, cool. I wish I'd seen it now. Only 15% of people feigned a kiss. So ours was the less picked answer, I suppose you could say. We avoided the police car, 2% didn't. And obviously we missed something there. I think that's everything though, to be fair. I don't think there's any other percentages to look at. It's in the little thumbnail. Not that one. I'm curious now. This one here. She's in white. Oh, that's why I didn't spot her then. Yeah, she's in white. So we were there. Yes, she was in front of her, and we actually tagged the android next to her first to convert. So obviously, I didn't because she's in white. I didn't even click. But yeah, we converted the guy next to her first. That's interesting. Okay, we've still got another half an hour or so left, so we've got plenty of time. Let's have a look at the next story. 90% of people led a peaceful protest. Interesting, not many people frame the kiss. I thought that was a good choice. Obviously not. Right, let's have a look what's next. We're still waiting to see what happened to Connor. We still don't know from the last stream what happened. Well, there's Connor. He's alive. But is it Connor or is it just an uploaded Connor? That's the question. A bit slow to get out of the car, isn't he? Seems not quite happy.
Jesus Christ.
My predecessor was unfortunately destroyed.
There we go.
But CyberLife transferred its memory and sent me to replace it.
You died in my arms. And now you're back
There's
here.
a new Connor and what man said some data may be lost in the process. Oh, good shout. Hank isn't happy. Okay, we have a choice. So Hank isn't happy. We died in his arms as Connor after saving him. And CyberLife has transferred memories across to a new model of Connor. But as RK says, Amanda did tell us some data may be lost in the process. So that's going to be important, I think. Very good reminder, that one. So we need to have a choice. Do we pick Instinct, we're going to lead, or Chris, or Kamsky? I'm assuming we're trying to prove that we are Connor, would be my thinking. That's the only thing I can think of. The reason we need to make this choice is to try and prove that we are Connor. But I kind of expected Hank to go down. If he died in his arms, he obviously cared for us. And by that point when we saved his life, he did care for us. So it was an interesting development in that respect. So has anyone got any options, anything they want to pick? Otherwise, I'll have to make the decision. So we've got Instinct, Lead, Chris, or Kamsky. I don't know what I would choose. What would I choose? I can't think who Chris is. If I could think who Chris is, I'd probably go that, because it's a normal name, which to me would give us a bit of an emotion. You say Chris or Kamsky, or mostly Chris. We'll go for Chris then. I was looking at that one and thinking that's a normal name, so it must be someone that we've met or talked about previously. So we'll go for Chris.
I heard Officer Chris was attacked by deviants last night.
Yeah, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But he got lucky. He said that this Markus intervened to save him. He's still in shock, but at least he's alive.
Markus, okay. So Chris was the police officer. Chris is the officer we spared. Okay. I didn't get the connection, to be fair. That's the
Hi.
android from the start of the game.
I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamsky.
Please, come in.
She talks to us while I'm doing the YouTube stuff before we start. And it's really annoying because she does sound realistic and real and stuff. And it's like, first time it happened, I was like, what the hell?
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
So we'll wait for the android. Is there anything to pick up or look around here? We'll analyse the picture. So Elijah Kamsky, CyberLife founder, resigned in 2028, inventor of Thorium and biocomponents technology. Interesting. Imagine if Hank, someone who started out hating Arrow News, his co-worker got killed by an android. That would be bad, wouldn't it? It might make things a lot harder for Connor. Yeah, no, that would probably tip him over the edge, I think, when it comes to hating androids. But since Connor really made him see a new way of looking at androids in their partnership. So yeah, if that was to happen, I think obviously his view would probably change dramatically. Nice girl. Okay. So Hank has said, nice girl. How do we answer? Sincerely, analytically, or indifferent? This is going to be interesting because obviously, previously with Connor, we tried to be emotional, connect with Hank, and we got there. If we died in his arms, we got there, didn't we? Whereas he isn't connected to this Connor. So which way do we want to play this? Do we want to play it with a sincere answer after he said nice girl about the android? Analytical or indifferent? It's an interesting one. Sincerely, if you want to salvage your relationship with Hank. I think you're right. I think, obviously, we want him to think of us as Connor, not Connor 2.0 kind of thing. We'll go for sincere then.
You're right. She's really pretty.
Nice place.
It's a tree.
Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody.
I don't know if there's anything else to look at.
About to meet your maker, Connor. How's it feel?
Okay, we're about to meet our maker. How do we feel? So do we feel impatient, distant, or indifferent? It's an interesting one. Obviously, Connor knows he's an android. He doesn't think he's alive and he hasn't been told he's an android or anything like that. But he is about to meet his maker. So are we impatient, distant, or indifferent? That's a difficult one because impatient obviously implies we just want to meet him. It's done with. Distant, is that more? Yeah, it is what it is kind of thing. But then indifferent is not caring, isn't it? So that's a difficult one. So what do you think? How do we answer Hank? Are we impatient to meeting our maker? Or are we distant towards meeting our maker? Or indifferent to meeting our maker? Sounds like I'm trying to say too many words in a tongue twister, to be fair. But what do we want to say? What do we think? This is definitely a tricky one, though. Obviously, if no one makes a decision, I will have to make one. I don't know what I'd want to be. RK saying him distant. If no one else has got anything, we'll go for distant then. I don't really know what I would have picked.
I don't know.
There we go.
I'll tell you when I see him.
I don't know. I'll tell you when I see him. I think that's a good answer.
I wish I could meet my creator face to face.
Right, we can analyse this picture.
Amanda.
Ah, now that's interesting, isn't it? Elijah Kamsky, AI graduate, University of Cambridge, the creator of androids, and Amanda Stern, who we've met in a garden a couple of times now. She was an AI professor at University of Cambridge. She died. Interesting. Yeah, she died. She was born 14th of the 5th, 78. I know UK dates are different to how they're showing it here. But 23rd, she died 23rd of February 2027. Okay. That's interesting. Obviously,
I have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
Hank's got a couple of things I want to tell him. We'll look at the magazine quickly because these normally give us other conversation options as well. So we do want to make sure we do the magazines every time we see them. Space tourism on the rise. Tech addict. Cyberlife's fortune teller computer. But yeah, she died. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay, I think we've found everything there is to find. Ah, door's opening.
Elijah will see you
now. It's not just him in the pool. They're her. They're the same girl.
Mr. Kamsky?
Just a moment, please.
Okay, that's a bit weird, isn't it? He's still swimming away by the looks of things. Just looking around to see if there's anything else to look at while we're here. So Amanda died, but yet we've spoke to her a few times now. So she's not her. Programmer's trick, copy pasted 3D character to save on RAM requirements. That's one way to do it. Yeah. Interesting. So that model must be his favourite, I'd say. I'd a guess.
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left CyberLife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
He doesn't seem to mind, does he? Okay, we've obviously got options to make, decisions to make. He doesn't seem to mind the fact that the androids have gone deviant. He thinks it's inevitable, which is an interesting viewpoint. He does seem fishy, doesn't he? It's like he expected it, or did it on purpose. Are we looking at another Horizon Zero Dawn here or something? So we've got a choice. We can either answer help, deviance, virus, or war. I'm assuming what help would be asking him for his help in helping get rid of the deviants. Deviants could be asking how he knows about deviants or what he knows about them. A virus possibly could be asking if there's a virus that makes him deviant, possibly. Our previous model of Connor was becoming deviant at different degrees, so that's an interesting one. And war, which I'm assuming would be war between humans and androids. Just what do we ask him? Okay, we'll go for help then.
We need to understand how androids become deviants. Do you know anything that could help us?
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
Oh, that's a question and a half, isn't it? Whose side are we on as Connor? How do we answer this? As neutral, as defensive, or as a direct answer? It's definitely an interesting one. He definitely seems like he knows more than he's letting on. We actually think we know how deviants come about, don't we? You know, they're abused, and there's a point they get to and they snap due to the abuse they face. But then it seems that other deviants can make other androids deviants by touching. So there's also that aspect. So Arcane thinks neutral. So let's go neutral then. See what happens.
I have no side. I was designed to stop deviants, and that's what I intend to do.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you... what do you really want?
Okay. What do we really want? He's really pushing for an answer. So he doesn't believe that actually Connor's just going to say what he's programmed to do. Connor, I want your free clothes. Is that the answer we want to give? What do you want? I want your free clothes. That's quite cool. We can't answer that, unfortunately. I wish I could type it in, but unfortunately we can't. So we have to choose to answer aggressively, defensively, troubled, or neutral. Okay, he's going for troubled. Okay, let's answer the question.
What I want is not
software instability went up.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see.
He's going to kill her.
Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife. Young and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. What is it really? A piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being?
What a creep.
With a soul. It's up to you to answer that fascinating question.
Oh wow, okay. He's giving us the gun. We've already chosen not to shoot once before.
And I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Wow.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out
What's
of here.
more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android?
It's flickering.
Decide who you are.
It's as if he's trying to turn us
An
deviant.
obedient machine. Or a living being. Endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know.
Okay, you guys can make the decision. So, Kamsky has decided that if we pull the trigger on the android, he will tell us everything he knows. But then he could be lying, and he may not know anything. If we let the android live, we're treating her as a human being. If we choose not to shoot. Which also shows that we're obviously against their program, which makes us deviant. So it's an interesting combination of what we actually need to do. Good evening, Lisa. How are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. Shoot Kamsky in the awful man bun. That's an option. Can we add that option in? That'd be really good, wouldn't it? Let's not shoot her. Let's shoot you. Although, can he? He's not deviant yet, but could he shoot a human, although programmed not to? You wouldn't shoot either, Lisa. No, I think that's where we're looking, by the looks of things. But how are you, Lisa? Good evening. I think no, don't shoot is definitely the right choice. But then we're going to become deviant, so let's see how Hank reacts to this, shall we? If he... Obviously, he didn't want... Connor died in his arms. He looks dodgy as hell, but he just jumps in. He's seeming more dodgy than I first thought he was, to be fair. So he created the androids, essentially. He's offering to give us all the information we need. Because we've just done a load of stuff with Markus. But we have to shoot the android to do so. That's the problem. But Hank, because last stream Connor died in Hank's arms, this is Connor 2.0, uploaded memories and all, or what could be uploaded anyway. But it looks like we're going for don't shoot. There's no timeline, no time limit on this one. This is a tough one. I'm curious to what this will be percentage-wise at the end. Okay, don't shoot.
Fascinating.
We're deviant. We've gone red.
CyberLife's last chance to save humanity. Is itself a deviant?
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission.
It's not the first time we spared a machine, to be honest.
You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy.
There wasn't a program wall. No, there wasn't, was there? But his ring went red. Now it's blue again.
Coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
I'm curious on percentages, I really am now.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs.
Ah, he's helping anyway.
You never know.
Well, is he helping, or is that something for Connor? An emergency exit? What if it was an old, not-so-fit man android there, Chloe?
I just saw that girl's eyes. and I couldn't. That's all.
See, I wouldn't have picked no, not shoot because of the way she looked.
Accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something.
Because it's
yeah, I know what I should have done.
someone
I
like
told
him.
you I couldn't. I'm sorry. Okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
So although Hank wasn't pleased with us being Connor 2.0, he now agrees with what we've done. So Kinship trophy achieved. We'll have a look at our decisions and see what went wrong and what went right. You think all androids are made to be physically attractive? I think you're right. I think that's kind of what they're based on, isn't it? Which I think of the humans is quite a bit shallow in a way. Does that make sense? Okay. So the public opinion is supportive. We don't know what instability is. Hank is a friend. Amanda is trusted, although we found out Amanda was dead, weirdly. I would have just trolled Kamsky by making a gunshot noise at Connor's mouth. Pew pew. There is that. So we died in Public Enemy. So we did die. So there were 2 start points. We died. So we waited for Hank. Hank isn't pleased to see Connor because we died in his arms. So the bottom option, I'm assuming, would have been Connor survived in Public Enemy. Hank died, possibly. And then there'd be a different thing at the start. Space, we went inside. We found all the options inside. Analysed the painting. Portrait, sculpture. We spoke to Hank. We went back inside. And Kamsky test. I'll have a look at percentages in a minute. So we spared Chloe. And then Hank thought Connor made the right decision. If we'd shot Chloe, there would have been a series of options and another option here. Should all branched off to a different ending. Which is interesting. So, the big decision. How many people spared Chloe and how many people killed her? I'm curious. 85% of people spared Chloe. Wow. I thought it'd be high. I'm surprised at how high that is. Wow. 85%. Yeah, that's a lot higher than I expected. How many people came in with Connor being dead? 32%. So actually less people came into this as Connor 2.0 than with the original version, which is interesting. Yeah, the Chloe decision, 85%. Wow. Unfortunately, we can't do any more because we're out of time. Imagine if you shot Chloe, then exit back to the main menu. Chloe might not be too happy, I bet. That's a good point. I wonder if she'll say anything in the main menu screen because we saved her. Imagine if she just says thank you or something. We haven't got time to do another story, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's really frustrating. So what we'll do, I can't come out of this yet, can I? We'll do that, and then I'll exit. Oh, bum. And I'll just quickly talk about next week. The scheduled video is out tomorrow, to be fair. But yeah, tough choices. Very tough choices. But interesting. The Rose bit. If you missed the Rose situation, that's quite an interesting story with Kara and Alice as well. That story is really progressing. Even the Markus storyline was interesting.
I think there's something wrong in my program. Maybe I should reset.
I was curious. I thought she'd say thank you, but she didn't. I'm curious what she would have said with Shotta, though. She's just reset herself. Is she herself turning deviant, maybe? Still seems very confused, doesn't she? Right, anyway. I'll change the subject quickly. You could have actually lost a character during the capture of Rose. Glad you didn't. Oh, we could have done, could we? Oh, wow. I'm amazed we got away with it, to be fair, with the police officer. I didn't hide all the evidence. We managed to get round it all enough to fool him. But we were so lucky with some of it. But yeah, that was interesting. So, for the scheduled video is out as normal tomorrow afternoon, 1 PM GMT. The Assassin's Creed Syndicate will continue in the mornings. There's a Genshin Impact stream Tuesday morning and Thursday evening. And Syndicate I'm just doing in the mornings. We'll do Assassin's Creed Chronicles for the evening. So Tuesday evening is Assassin's Creed Chronicles. And also next Saturday. So because we
your personality. I mean,
because we only do this every 2 weeks.
I like it.
I kind of thought, well, why don't we stream next Saturday as well? It's an extra stream than normal. So yeah, it's an extra stream than normal next Saturday. And we'll look to do Assassin's Creed Chronicles as well. So this week, I'm going to try and start getting this poll sorted out for what's coming next once we finish Syndicate. I've obviously got the list on Discord of what people want to see. There's a few things I want to throw in as well that I'm interested in. And we'll just narrow it down and see where we go from there. Just so we've got a plan for what happens after Syndicate. That's my kind of thinking. Great stream as always. Hope to make it home. We're not streaming tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's Sunday, so we don't stream on Sunday. The next stream will be Monday morning. But thank you very much for dropping by, though. Much appreciated. So next stream is Monday morning with Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Tuesday morning, Genshin Impact, and then Tuesday evening will be Chronicles, and we're going to gain an extra evening stream next week. So we'll have 2 Chronicle evening streams and 1 Genshin Impact evening stream as well. Hopefully. I think that's it. I think there was no other changes really. Everything else is daily content, and Syndicate, the last Assassin's Creed game for us to do, is our current main playthrough. I haven't managed to get the DLC yet for Syndicate. I'm holding off in case there's a deal, but obviously if we get to it before there is one, I'll just have to pay full price. It's something keeping an eye on anyway. But as I say, this week I'll try and get this list sorted so you guys can start picking what you think comes, what you want to see after Assassin's Creed Syndicate. That's the plan. No worries, okay. Well, have a good time at work. Okay, so that is it for this evening. Thank you all very much for joining us. Like I say, we're back Monday morning for Assassin's Creed Syndicate, on Tuesday morning for Genshin Impact. As always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. I hope all of you have. I don't know what my mind's gone blank. I hope all of you have a really good weekend. And if you're in the UK, hopefully it's not too hot for you. It's meant to only get hotter as the week goes on this week. Thank you, Lisa. So that is it for us. Thank you all very much. Have a good evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are. And as I say, we'll see you Monday morning for Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Are you familiar with Schrodinger's
Have
cat?
a good week if we don't. And we'll see you all very soon, I'm sure.
Everything is happening.
Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.
Like in Detroit.